Welcome back to Second Wind Talks, the space where we celebrate the beauty, the complexity, and the joy of life after 50. I'm truly happy you're here today because we're exploring a topic that many feel but few talk about openly: loneliness and the power of friendship after 50. Loneliness can feel heavy, but the good news? It doesn't have to be permanent. Today, we're going to talk honestly, and by the end of this hour, I hope you'll feel seen, heard, and a little more connected. Let's start by calling it what it is: loneliness. It can sneak up on you after retirement, after a move, after the loss of a partner, after kids grow up, that you're not alone in feeling alone. In fact, research shows that over 40% of people over 50 report feeling lonely regularly. Personal reflection. I remember after my husband passed, evenings became the hardest part of my day. The silence wasn't peaceful, it was deafening. But recognizing it helped me take that first step. Prompt: when do you feel most alone? Can you name it without judging it? Friendship after 50 can be more meaningful than ever if we allow ourselves to be open. We've all been hurt. Maybe a friendship faded. Maybe someone let you down. Maybe you trusted someone, and they weren't there when you needed them most. These experiences leave marks. But vulnerability isn't weakness. It's courage in motion. Let me share something personal. A few years ago, I moved to a new neighborhood. I didn't know anyone. I felt isolated. One morning, I saw my neighbor watering her plants, and I almost walked back inside. But something told me to wave and say hello. That tiny moment of vulnerability led to a friendship that has brought so much laughter and support into my life. Being vulnerable doesn't mean telling everyone your life story. It means allowing yourself to be seen as you are. It means saying, "I miss company," or "I'd love to get coffee sometime." Tip: reaching out to say, "I've been thinking of you," or "I could use some company," is an act of courage. It opens a door. When we allow people to see the real us, not the polished, put-together version, we invite real connection. And often, the moment we're most afraid to share is the exact moment that makes someone say, "Me too." Practical exercise. This week, think of one moment where you can be slightly more open. A small confession, a real emotion, an honest invitation. That Let's not underestimate the healing power of just one deep conversation. Vulnerability creates bridges where there used to be. We often hear, "It's hard to make friends as an adult." That may be true, but it's not impossible. Ideas: join a book club, volunteer for a cause you care about, take a cooking or art class, say yes to an invitation, even if it feels awkward. Interactive moment. Think of one place in your community where people gather. Could you show up there this week? The goal isn't to collect dozens of friends, just one or two people you can be real with. Not all friendships are worth keeping, and that's okay. Sometimes we hold on to relationships out of habit, guilt, or fear of being alone. But ask yourself, does this friendship energize me or drain me? Exercise. Write down the names of 3 people you spend time with. Next to each name, write how you feel after spending time with them. Be honest. Letting go makes space for better connections. Technology can be a blessing. You can reconnect with old friends on Facebook, join a Zoom poetry group, or play online games with people across the world. But don't just scroll. Engage. Comment. Message. Invite. Mini interview clip. A 72-year-old woman who found a best friend through an online gardening forum. Digital connection isn't a replacement for real friendship, but it can be the bridge that leads there. Segment 6. Real stories. Real people. 10 minutes. Let's hear from a few voices who know what loneliness feels like and how they found their way back to connection. Clips or monologues. A 68-year-old man who moved to a new city and joined a local walking club. A 59-year-old woman who started hosting weekly potlucks. A 74-year-old retired teacher who adopted a rescue dog and met a whole community of dog lovers. You don't need to be the life of the party. You just need one genuine connection. Let's try something gentle. A simple exercise to open the heart. Guided practice. Find a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. Rest your hands gently in your lap. Take 3 deep, cleansing breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Let go of any tension you feel. Now bring to mind one person from your past or present who made you feel safe, valued, and appreciated. Picture their face. Hear their voice. Imagine a memory when you laughed together or shared a quiet, peaceful moment. Let that feeling of connection warm your heart. Now send them a silent message of gratitude. Thank you for being in my life. Next, bring to mind someone you feel curious about, someone you'd like to get to know better or reconnect with. Picture the two of you having coffee or a walk. Notice how you feel in their company. Send them a silent message of openness. I am open to new connections. I am open to friendship. Finally, turn your attention inward. Place your hand gently on your heart. Whisper to yourself, I deserve connection. I am worthy of meaningful friendship. Sit for a few moments in silence, simply breathing and holding this space for possibility. This may sound small, but small steps often lead to meaningful moments. Today, I want to challenge you. Reach out to one person, send a message, make a phone call, invite someone for coffee or a walk, or write a letter to someone who crossed your mind. And if you feel lonely right now, please know, this moment isn't your forever. You are still lovable, still worthy, and still deeply needed in this world. Thank you for being here. Join us next time for episode 6, The Power of Purpose, Staying Motivated and Inspired After 50. Until then, stay connected, stay kind, and most importantly, stay you.